You gotta take down Taylor Swift. She's gotten too much power, and no one woman should have all that power. Kanye's crew, people on Reddit, the Kanye subreddit has hatched a plan to take Taylor Swift down. For those of you who are not aware, Taylor Swift announced the release of her new album Reputation on November 10th. Kanye fans know very well that that is the day on which Kanye's mom passed away. And so with all the controversy between Taylor and Kanye, they have decided they will take matters into their own hands as a way to bump an old Kanye song up to #1 on the streaming charts the day that Taylor's crappy dappy music comes out, which I know I'll love and download. Okay, the subreddit says basically Taylor Swift has released a Kanye diss track taking shots at Kim's Paris robbery and has stolen Kanye's font, God forbid.
Not the font.
And cover art style for her new album Reputation. Most importantly, she's planning to release it on the anniversary of Kanye's mother, Donda West's death. November 10th. Please share this around to get as wide a reach as possible and outstream Taylor, simultaneously showing respect for Donda and utmost support for Kanye himself. They want to get the 2,200 fans who have expressed interest in participating, and as well as many more to stream Hey Mama. And one person calculated that if it can be played 144 full times over the course of a 12-hour period, that means it would take 31,250 fans streaming this song on repeat for a waking day in order for Hey Mama to hit 4.5 million plays, which would be slightly more than what You Made Me Do got the day it was released. Is this a good plan? Is it a bad plan? Whose side are you on? Because you have to take one. Thoughts, 5 words or less.
A beautiful, dark, twisted fantasy.
No coincidences with Taylor Swift.
Death to Cersei Lannister.
I'm sorry, mama.
Well, that's an Eminem song though.
I know.
Beast.
I brought in a Switzerland type figure.
Closet.
A neutral intermediary.
Yeah, because everyone likes Eminem.
I love
Except
Eminem
for Christina Aguilera, maybe, and Mariah.
Nobody messes with Eminem.
Guys,
It's true.
What's happening?
Dude.
This is the next step.
She's so shady.
She is, right? Listen.
Like on one hand, I don't want to believe that she's like, sitting there in the corner. Oh, this is the 10-year anniversary of her death. Like this is, but I'm like, there's been too many things in the past where she's been so shady.
And calculated.
But I'm like, she has to know.
The counter argument is Taylor's favorite number is 13, 11, 1 + 1 is 2, 10, the 10th of November, plus 1, so you add up all the numbers together. 2017, that's 10. 111, that's 13. If you add all the digits in 11, 10, 2017 together, it's 13.
Leave it to Brett Ehrlich to numerology workshop the shit out of this theory. Give a round of applause, you guys.
It wasn't my work. It wasn't my work. It's my research.
Wow, I know.
And then I think if there's something where you subtract the dates of the previous releases, it adds up to 13 as well. So that is another explanation for the reason.
I think things are getting so, people are just looking for so much stuff.
Yeah.
And it's really building up. Willie is so tense right now, he's eating his paw. Because he is a huge Taylor Swift. Look at him. He is so nervous.
So stressed out.
He's so nervous about this.
So stressed.
Are dogs not supposed to lick their paws?
No, well, no, not that much. And that's his sort of a nervous reaction to all this drama and all this shade. I just had to address that so no one said it. The comment section below. I don't know. I think that this is a nice idea for Kanye's fans to mobilize on Reddit. Cool. He has a very active, loyal fan base. But let's be real. Brett, you said it in your intro. When Taylor comes out with this album, even like lover, hater, people are going to be streaming it. They're going to want to hear what she has to say, and then they're either going to troll it on Twitter, or they're going to be like, she can do no wrong. She's our queen. Like there's no really in between. And so it's going to break all these records. We know it will. Congratulations,
Taylor. Yeah, hoo, Taylor, you're a winner. We love you so much. I'm a Taylor. I'm a Swiftie. Oh my God. With that said, I can't wait for the T Swift Kanye West duet. I feel like that's coming. It has to happen.
It's gonna take a Grey Album style mashup from a third party. to make that happen.
Like the Brandy Monica, The Boy's Mind mashup from 99 Souls. That's dope as hell. Like
it's just when you take, they're the White Album. What was it? The Black Album and the White Album.
Why do you think it's never going to happen, Darren? Because you were like definitive. You're like Taylor and Kanye are never going to collaborate.
Well, I feel like especially after she was really shady and like Kim released like the voice thing, of Taylor being like, yeah, this is fine, and then Taylor, was in the carpet saying, no, like, oh my gosh, I didn't know this was gonna. It's never gonna happen.
Really?
Here's the thing,
it's never
like,
gonna happen.
When you rewatch that video, to my recollection, when I rewatched it, probably whenever 6 months ago, it is possible that Taylor was just getting a phone call from the guy who interrupted her and has been like the strange person in her life. And he was being crazy and weird on the phone, and she was like, I'm just gonna say yes to whatever Kanye says so I can get him the fuck off the phone.
No, Taylor is just has so much power. We've given her so much power, with her whole girl squad and how people are analyzing that. And she's just like this, she's like the Oprah of music, and all she does is sing songs about her failed relationships, except for this last one. So I think there's gonna be a duet because there's just so much, like you said, Brett. Kanye West has been this dark cloud, this weird person in Taylor Swift's life for like the last almost a decade, since 2009.
Yeah,
and it just has to. How can this come to a head? Like what is the end all? We saw her wreck Katy Perry's career last weekend.
I don't think they want it to come to a head because I think all parties involved are doing really great PR work to stay relevant, and if they can milk that as long as possible, great.
There's a podcast that I listen to that I would highly recommend if you're interested in the first century, Hollywood's first century. It's called You Must Remember This by Karina Longworth, and she compared the feud between Betty Davis and Joan Crawford to Kanye West and Taylor Swift, and there's a sort of in the sense of like Betty was the one that kept the feud going on. She would always sort of like say things in the press, and Joan couldn't help but respond. And Kanye is like Betty, where he will keep kind of doing things and throwing her in a music video, and Taylor can't help but respond. No one asked her to release a statement after I made that bitch famous, but she was like, I would very much like to be excluded from this narrative. Like, and it's very much.
And you're like, wait,
no one asked you. You didn't have to say anything, and you didn't have to say anything. And then to mislead the public on what happened, it's a bad look. And I think now what we're seeing is she's sort of like taking back the power because she's like, whatever you can say, I can say better. And Kanye fans don't like that, and they both have loyal fan bases, so let's see them go at it. But we all know this is gonna break records.
But Grace, don't you laugh at how like Kanye West is like the complete antithesis of Taylor Swift? I could see the Katy Perry Taylor Swift drama makes sense because they're pop stars, they're females. Like it's like Blair Waldorf and Serena Vanderwoodson from Gossip Girl. Like there's similarities, but they're so different. But Kanye West, it's like he's like this R&B, not even R&B. Sorry, he's not R&B audience. He's this hip hop star, and Taylor Swift is this pop star. And it seems like it just makes no sense to me. But I want to give a shout out to Kim Kardashian for standing up for her man and for saying, listen, Taylor, I got the receipts on this, because that made me, I was a Kim fan before, but when she did that, it was like, dude, you are like gutter. You don't like, they're like she went there.
Superheroes.
Yeah, she like swooped in. It was like, boom, I got some for that ass, Taylor.
Look at it, you have like this little, and how improbable it was how this started.
Yeah.
When you saw that moment on stage, I don't think Kanye knew that Taylor Swift, even though she was beating Beyonce at the time when the I'm gonna let you finish thing happened, he had no idea that Taylor Swift would be as big a superstar as she ended up being. So for a while, and that's when I really first heard of Taylor Swift.
He was in a blackout like when it happened. So he was very drunk.
For a while, right, so all of that, the fog of war. For a while, I just knew her as that person he interrupted, and she got a bump from that. And then since then, she's just become this unstoppable force. She learned from that, and I think now it's at the point where Kanye is rolling over just like this sweet little puppy. Where Kanye is like, has to be very, very, I mean, they're just equally as giant as each other, and I think it's so fantastic to watch.
That's why a duet would be the bomb.
Yeah, and not for a long time.
Yeah,
keep that hatchet out before you bury it.
Yeah.